deck, and let's add Loki. So yeah, Zebo sounds cool. I feel like it's my coolest deck left though, so I kind of want to save it. But I think I want to add Loki to this deck. I think I want to add Loki to this deck. Can we cut the Guide Pride package? Seems a little crazy. Loki was really, really good, and it's like also it also seems good in this shell. Loki's gonna be worse in this deck without Bobble for sure. But Loki triggers off of Loch Mare, Wondrous Wasp, Aang, Skyclave. So I would also cut the Ranger Captains. I think I'd go down to at least 1/1. Cut the Mockingbird. I'd add Solitude. Could have, it's weird to play 3-mana Teferi in a deck with Aether Vial. I think I'd be interested in going up. One more Skyclave. If only I could play like just Guide or just Pride, but you have to play them both together. I do like that this lets you kind of keep the vials on 2. So I think maybe I'll play Relic of Progenitus. I might play the 4th Force of Negation. Ephemerate Felia. I mean, I may play 1 Ephemerate. I don't think I want Felia very much. Like, you don't have that much stuff that's good to blink. Like, it's not really good to blink Wasp. It's good to blink this. I think I'll play the first Ephemerate. Field of Ruin, we're in 2 colors. We have White Orchid Phantom instead of Field of Ruin. You could maybe play 1, although like we also have double blue and double white. I do think I would still play a couple wands. So with the 4 main deck relics, that means we don't have to play any sanctifiers in the sideboard, which opens up our sideboard some. I think I'm actually gonna play the 3rd High Noon. High Noon has been just so good for me. I might play 3rd Teferi. 3rd Teferi does seem pretty good. I wouldn't hate. I don't think I want the 4th Skyclave. I think I just want 3. What are we missing? Cyborg. I guess we'll play the 4th Force. 4th Force seems kind of nice. Maybe it's a little too nice. Maybe we don't need the 4th Force. With 3 high noons. We probably don't need it. We already have 4 Consign. Sorry, they're off screen. Deck is looking pretty cool. Aether Vial seems so much worse now. I think once you get the Vial in 2, it's like so insane. But maybe I'm wrong. And the deck is going to draw so many cards. The mana advantage from Vial seems great to me. So we have hate for Storm. We have hate for Prowess. We have hate for Tron. We have hate for where it should be good against the Blink deck. So maybe I just want to play 3 Teferi, cut 3 Force. We don't 1. Chalice, let's Rest in Peace. We have 4 main deck relics. So we don't want Rest in Peace, but I kind of like the idea of Chalice on 0. And then you could keep Force of Negation in. I do think more affinity hate is what we need. And Chalice on 0 doesn't like hurt your forces. I think you want to keep some in there. That's kind of interesting. And then we could also maybe bring in Chalice of the Void against Prowess too. And I want to hate more sideboard cards against Prowess. What is Aang doing in the deck? Aang is great. We have played Aang in this blue-white Aether Vial shell twice, and then we 4-1'd like 4-1 or 3-2'd like over the course of 3 or 4 leagues. It's just Aang is just good in these kind of decks. All right, let's do this. Kentucky a little awkward with the vials and the relics. Avid Mind Sensor of Titan. That's kind of a good suggestion. I think we'll just submit this for now, but don't hate that. Loki plus Wasp in White Vial. And now this deck's way cooler because we're not playing Guide Pride. Also, the main deck relics have been so good. So I'll get this in the Mox field and pay out the Doubters. It's nice that the Solitudes now just like are like because this wasn't a very good Ephemerate shell. We do have 1 Ephemerate now, but it wasn't a very good Ephemerate shell. But now all of a sudden, Solitude's very good with Loki. And then I have pasted the wrong list. Hold on. Let's mulligan. 3 Wondrous Wasps and no Lokis. I guess we'll keep this. Yeah, we could do Kishla Skimmer. There's just a lot to get to, but I'm on board. I'm on board. Don't worry. They went Verdant Catacombs go. I think I'll just play a Loch Mare out. Did you see the mono blue Loki Ephemerate? I did, although like the Shukos are worse than relics, but I think that shell could be good. Because we got force, so we're playing against Necro. They forced it to spare me. Okay. Has Solitude ever not been good in the format? It's a good question. I do feel like at times it's been less good. Let's fucking go, dude. Surprised you didn't want to play Guide Pride over Loch Mare. Well, the thing, okay, Loch Mare is 4 cards. Guide Pride is 8 cards. Loch Mare also triggers Loki, but Guide triggers Loki too, which is cool. But that, I mean, I would, if I could play just 4 of the 1-mana creatures, I probably would. But turns out that's 8 cards. Yeah, Wasp was also good with that Death Shadow. I think I have a Death Shadow Wasp deck. Maybe we don't need to play that this week. I don't know. Maybe I can cool down a little bit. Maybe I'm gonna chill with these counters. I've been doing them all day. Main deck Culling Ritual. Jeez, Lewis. I mean, I guess they're just gonna plus and make me discard this too. They discard a Soul Spike. I'm happy to be losing to Liliana of the Veil, I guess. Okay, so we can play Loch Mare and pass. And if they plus, they don't get the card. And if they Edict, then we can draw a card. Better than a Guide or a Pride. Maybe that doesn't mean much. They top deck Necro. Right? This is the top deck. We can go next game. It's fine. Okay, so down a game against Necro is a spot where Chalice is worse than Vexing Bauble for sure. I think I went the 3rd Skyclave. Usually is pretty good against them. I think Teferi is usually solid. Maybe they're on Liliana, which is kind of throwing me off. The Culling Rituals are kind of throwing me off. I think the Wasps are probably the worst. Like these at least ramp with the Flagstones. You can play like 1 Wasp for yeah, I mean maybe 1. I think we just have Skyclaves and Solitude, which are better against their creatures. High Noon. Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever tried High Noon against them. This hand's really fun. We get to go Vial into Vial Relic next turn. Teferi makes them discard a lot after Necro and bounces Shelly. Yeah. Yeah, Teferi's good against the Soul Spikes, that's true. I guess I could play 2nd Relic next turn and get my 2 cards off Loki. Does anyone remember the Loki counts? Maybe I should pull that back up, even though I'm kind of tired of doing the counters. Come on, dude. This is what? Collector Oof? Collector Oof has showed up here? How is this here? Where did you come from? Maybe I should have cast a Loki there. I don't know. Literally, where did this come from? They returned a Liliana of the Veil. They don't even attack into my Aether Vials. I may mulligan this league here. This is ridiculous. Okay, now that I have a Solitude, I'll relax a little bit. I have to draw a white card though. Okay, so cast Loki's cast. Wait, they Soul Spike end of turn? Is now 13 and cards drawn is 24 still. How dare opponent sideboard cards? Why do they have this sideboard card? And why against me? Okay. And they just have to shield it. So even if I find this, I'm just gonna lose too much life. I guess I could Solitude the Shieldred. Okay. And so Loki's cast now 14 and cards drawn is 25. They pitched the Liliana. They did not pitch the Liliana. Why do I think they have Liliana? I don't think I even know that. Okay, that was a beating. Main deck Culling Ritual, Sideboard Collective. Tough one to run into in the first round. Okay, nice looking hand. Really nice looking hand. Wasp was worse than Fairy Mastermind there. Would a Fairy Mastermind have triggered? They brick on the Overlord. Hopefully they don't have Wisp next turn. Have we updated any of the old Grixis Luchu decks? Not in a while. Whenever I get bored, I come back to them. Now, if they don't have Wisp here, things should be pretty easy. Petrobos. What is this, 2025? I can get Fountain. There's a new sheriff in town. All right, so Loki's 25, 15, 27. Probably has Ephemerate. So if I Vial and Loki on my turn, then they just rebound the Ephemerate, I guess, unless I draw a white card. That's white card. I'm just gonna pass. I don't think I need to draw the extra card for sure. I think I'd rather just make the Ephemerate worse. Should a Loki counter say Loki's in Pegasus Vial? No, you should not care about that at all. Instead, you should be like, oh, that's a silly thing to care about. Bowmaster. Okay, so I gotta deal with this. Also ways to deal with it. I did recently do Collected Conjuring with the wildfires off stream. It went pretty bad. Why does Solitude with pink dot in text box? Oh, I think I know. I think this is a just like a misscan that they never fixed. Yes, we have Wondrous Wasp. Say that 5 times fast. The Bowmaster. I'm gonna try to save the Solitude for the Overlord. So let's go play Flagstones, Violin Loki. Draw a card. Get in for 5. Probably trade Wan for Solitude here if given the option. So I think I'm interested in just using Aang on that here. Should wait till they waste extra mana. It's just a disaster if they don't. And I'm so ahead. I'm so ahead if they don't, or if they do, or if they don't. But it's just so bad if they just say, okay, that's fine. Whereas I can let them play the Overlord again. It's fine. Or the Emperor rather. Maybe I'm like less ahead than I think I am. I think I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so leave this on 2. Maybe I want to surveil. I guess that's fine. They have no cards in their hand. I am getting a little bit flooded for sure. Loch Mare seems good. So let's go draw the Loch Mare. And then I could maybe... I get to Vial in the Loch Mare either way, but I can't double tap. I may have to let them... So did I add this counter? I don't think I added this draw just now, but let me know if I did. But I think I want to Solitude the Emperor of Bones over the Overlord, because I can maybe lock down the Overlord. Maybe that's better. Do you have an updated Is It Wizards list in the Mox field, or is the one up to date to Rec list? I mean, you could play that or the Rec. I don't really have a strong opinion between the two right now. They're targeting Aang. Targeted. I guess if they're going to target Aang, I'm going to Solitude the Overlord. Okay, so I think I'm at 31. Pretty close to getting back to my 3-for-1 ratio. I don't know how this goes wrong. Let's find out. Like, if they give me the Solitude or the Wand back, I feel like that's just so fine. How do you think about which deck should be Vial decks? I mean, it's not too tough because almost no deck should be Vial decks, I guess. They targeted the Solitude? Yeah, almost no deck should be Solitude decks, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. You have to play a lot of card advantage and a lot of cheap creatures, and it's very hard that you ever find that formula. So the world is sort of our oyster here. I guess I'm leaving up Hardcast Solitude and then Airbent Solitude. We got back to our 3-2 ratio. Yeah, we did retry Moon Mist, also went bad, and just, you know, not only did it go bad, it didn't, like, look good, which is, maybe that sounds like the same thing, it is kind of two different things. So nice of them to give me a good Solitude target. I think I just want to do this first. Gonna get that card draw count up to 33. Ain't Leyline Binding good with Loki? Hey, Spock, ain't Leyline Binding, isn't that pretty good with that Loki card, don't you think? Spock, what do you think about Leyline Binding? Leyline Binding, huh? Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you can only play so many cards in the deck, and this is just clearly not a Leyline Binding deck, right? But it's pretty good with that Loki. So sorry, I let the real voice slip out for a second. Oh, so I also meant to Vial the other Loch Mare. It's okay. Can't lose. Oh, sorry. I guess I had lethal with the Loch Mare peel. No Loki. It's been a long stream. It's okay. We can't lose. Stat padding for Loki. They keep a card on top. They kept a card on. What card do you keep it on top here? Solitude, I guess. All right. All right. No stat padding. I used to like Wrath of Skies when I had Guide Pride, but I also didn't have Relic. I think we'll just say no. Yeah, I think we just played third Skyclave and the Teferis and we cut the forces. Although maybe that's wrong because maybe Force of Negation is important to counter Wrath of Skies. Maybe we play. Maybe we cut White Orchid Phantoms. Why don't we play 2 Phantom, 2 Force? Let's do that. Yeah, it wasn't Miss Lethal, it was Loki stat padding. Wow, this Ephemerate triggers Loki. We're mulligan. Let me keep this. Let's put back Loch Mare probably. Need to draw a land. Alright. Scrybug. They're gonna take my Loki. No! They might take Solitude, but we'll see. They're gonna take both? I'm not thinking about taking the Loch Mare. They take the Solitude. Well, tough to mull to 6 get double Thoughtseize. See if we hit our land here, I guess. We do. They've got 5 cards in their hand. They play a Flooded Strand. So your hand sucks, huh? I guess if your hand sucks, I'll play Loch Mare. Don't think that... I think they play enough basics that we're not trying to White Orchid Phantom Ephemerate. Maybe next turn. They didn't have a second target in play either. So none to 15. They got 3 cards in their hand. Presumably their hand's kind of bad. You think they ever wisp the Loch Mare? Oh, I guess it always enters with 3/-1 counters. Anyone having trouble getting new cards from Mana Traders? I'm Ruby member, so I should be able to. I've been with Mana Traders for a long time. It's almost always 2 days after release. I don't even think I remember a time where that wasn't the case. Even though they promise more, it's really like never the case in my experience, unfortunately. So I want to get the 2/2 first striker in play. Depends on your loyalty. I mean, they say it depends on your loyalty. In my experience, I've never seen them have cards the next day. I've never seen them have it. I haven't like used Mana Traders the day after for a while, but I've never seen them have it. Maybe they're on their shit now. So they have a Ketramos. They're missing 1 card. I do have a Wondrous Wasp, which is actually pretty good against Ketramos, huh? They Loch Mare they Solitude the Phantom so they can get in for 6. Okay. Do I want to trade for a Trawler? I think no. Draw a card. Ooh, I drew a Skyclave. I guess I'll Skyclave. It's still a 4/4 otherwise. Need the spec to block the Trawler. It will allow Consign to attack and block. It already could do that after they Solituded. So take the hit down to 7. Why don't we just pass with everything available? See if they have like their own Solitude end of turn. Red Splash. Surprise Red Splash. They do keep a card on top. Would maybe Ephemerate Phantom or it's still in play. Let's go Wondrous Wasp. And tap the Wisp here. Draw a white card for Solitude Ephemerate. I mean, at this point in the game, you almost always want to hardcast Solitude. Resetting the Loch Mare seems pretty good. And then I can go Flicker the Skyclave. Making Teferi bounce the token. Yeah, Loch Mare, like every single time we play it, just performs really well. I may still be the only person in Modern who's ever cast it, but I don't know that I've ever played a bad deck with it. Or a deck where it's been bad. Could have responded to the trigger cast Solitude Ephemerate. I could have done that. That might have been better. I wanted to bounce the token this turn and get that Teferi down. Not sure if that was better. Getting the Teferi in play is obviously so good. And their creatures currently just don't have good attacks. Wrath X equals 3. So I could save the Teferi by tapping down the Solitude. It's fine. Do I have to go down to 4? I have 2 Solitudes in my hand. Should be fine. Well, it's got 1 card in their hand only. I don't have an untapped land. I guess I could go to 1. Let's stay at a higher life total than 1. Do I want to exile the Solitude, block the Magic Trick token? Sure. Hardcast Overlord. They return a Solitude. So how do we want to play this? Okay, Aang seems pretty good. So I could go Aang, tap with Loch Mare, and that'd be 1 mana short of... Or I should go Loch Mare, tap with Loch Mare, and then 1 mana short. So I think I just want to Solitude their Overlord this turn. The Teferi really helps a lot. Because I really want to like be baiting the Solitude. I mean, maybe there's going to main phase Solitude on my Solitude, and that's fine. But I want to bait it on the Loch Mare and then be able to airbend the Loch Mare. That's fine. I get to go up to 9 also. Hey, Sprawn with the 43. Yeah, I'm so excited to actually release the game one day. Hopefully sooner rather than later. The plan is pre-order in December, and then you get your stuff in March. Timeline might be changing. So they have an Overlord. Overlord's pretty good here. So Emperor, they have Emperor 4 Overlord, which is pretty good. Oh, they go for Solitude instead. Okay, that's way better for me. It's a fast turnaround for a physical game. Well, we've been working on it for 3 years, so it's not like, hey, pre-order this, then we'll make it. We've made it. We just have to produce it. So it should be fine to fetch Shock here. We're going to gain 4 back. Oh, right, I have Islands on the deck. That's right. Just, those are blue. Those are white fetches. Okay. So take 0. They've got 2 cards in the hand. This goes away. Unfortunately, it goes away because it might be Knight's Tomb. Bounce it to my hand with Fun Raveler. Loki's cast 17. Sure. I think I'm just kind of down for like creatures that deal damage here. I do think I want to hold up Aang this turn rather than play the Phantom. I think we'll tick this up. So I'm just going to preemptively take this card drawn up to 36. Totally fine blocking because I can just Teferi minus on the token. Or Aang the token, I guess. I do want to play Aang so I could airbend, but... Okay, so let's go... Aang the Felia to just delay it for a turn. I already took the card draw count up to 36. I'm going to just not bother tapping the Relic, even if they have Overlord Emperor here. Just try to keep things going. So now the card draw count is 37. And let's go play Aether Vial, play Flagstones. I think I have a Fountain still, right? Yeah. Play Aether Vial, and then I'm going to tap these Aether Vials to help Waterbend, or Airbend rather. 3. And I guess I'll tap Loki so that I can hold up Hardcast Force. Then Magic Online's going to crash from the power of Aang, or potentially 5-hour stream on release week. You've been liking the Karn plan? I'm glad it's working for you. Would Ulabog be better than Karn? Karn's like a lot more hard castable. My wife hates MTG because it's needlessly complicated. We'll be able to play a game with her. I'll say yes, and I'll say that my wife, who also doesn't play Magic because it's too complicated, likes the game. The entire point is that it's a Planeswalker? Wait, why? Oh, right, because of Inevitable Betrayal. And you got Ugins in the main too. Sure. I'm trying to tab over to the... Oh, it's weird. It's like forced open on this monitor. Aang a little too powerful for Magic Online. That was such a cool turn. It's sad to have this interrupted by the crash. No, I'm waiting for the full Avatar movie to come out. I want to make sure to support the official release. $17.38. Okay, definitely wrong to Force of Negation this. They do still have an airbent Felia over there. So we lead on Loki. Wait on the Skyclave for the Felia. 1839. They have a Felia in the airbent zone. They have a new top deck card. What game did Loki draw us like 11 cards at the pump the ratio? This game. So I guess I forced this so that they have to main phase the Felia, which I can Skyclave. Oh, there wasn't 11 cards. It was like 6 cards. We weren't too far off from this ratio. We had this ratio after last league, and then we had a couple Lokis die, and then it went back up. Feels like a Loki Shelby suite where you really want to 2-for-1 yourself a lot. I mean, you never really want to 2-for-1 yourself a lot. Bring back the Narset Blue Pit Shell. I don't know. It's like it doesn't. Loki only triggers off Solitude. It doesn't trigger off Subtlety or Force. It doesn't trigger off of Snapback. Which Snapback may feel like a random pull, but is actually a card I almost put in a brew this week. Just gonna put this up to 41 for the Relic tap. How was Loki so far, Staple? I've casted 18 times. I've drawn 41 cards, which has felt phenomenal for a 2-mana creature. Have I drawn enough cards this game? No. No, I have not. Okay. Did Beanstalk draw this many cards? I think it drew more. That's my recollection. As Wasp. Yeah, I think Wasps look good. I mean, that was the main game where Wasp looked good, but I thought it did. Gonna mulligan triple vial, no creatures. Gonna keep this one. Probably put back one. Like Wasp blocking. Like I think Wasp was like a good removal interactive card that game. Yeah, no, we went 3-0 into 3-2 with Jeskai, Godblade. Got shot on your Loki decks allows you to tap out Bowmaster. Do you pop quiz? I'm covering Loki right now. Do you think the Loki triggers off of spells or spell? You have Solitude and you have Wasp and we have Skyclave for Bowmaster, but you know I just main deck and Gut Shot doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense. My opponent's got Cavern on Bird. Okay. Yes, Gut Shot makes a lot of sense actually. So I think I'm gonna go cast Loki, evoke Solitude. I don't know what they're doing, but I know I'm supposed to kill this. Also, if you were to gut shot Bowmaster, it's actually better, I guess, that it doesn't trigger Loki, right? Because if you gut shot Bowmaster, then it triggers the Bowmaster and kills your Loki. Yeah, you can put your own Bowmaster too. So the Cavern Commercial District, second Cavern. The first Cavern named Bird. This one is named Human. And I'm getting Is It Staticastered. Game 1 Is It Staticastered. And thankfully I'm able to lock down the Staticaster here. I do not know what's happening, but I'm here for it. Yeah, it is kind of reminiscent of Nadu, huh? Getting a little greedy because they could have second Is It Staticaster here, I guess. They're not playing any basics. Or there's one in their hand. Not the right meta to play no basics, I'll say. Okay, there's just one in their hand, sure. And Bird Spell. I've never been this confused, I think. I think this is literally the most confused I've ever been on in a match this deep into the game. Hey Spike, what you know about the TV show Ted Lasso? I like it. I didn't finish season 3, but I wanted to, and I just didn't. I would finish it. Okay, so they tutor Birds of Paradise with Imperial Recruiter. This is literally like an AI built a modern deck, and it's just like yes, Birds of Paradise goes in a modern deck. Yes, Birds of Paradise in modern deck. I guess I should have attacked first. Synergy. Okay, I think I'll hold up Hardcast Force and then Surveil, then I can Phantom next turn to trigger Loki again. And I can Imperial Recruiter for a Bird of and Staticaster. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, okay, they're just playing Moon Mist. I see. Okay, fair enough. Now, how they landed here with Moon Mist, I don't know. But it makes more sense. Why don't they play a Hierarch on their humans deck? You know what? A great question. They've played Diabolic Intent. You know, I do love that set release brings out the bruise. This game may inflate our Loki stats. Full disclosure. I guess I'm just going to airbend Aang. Loki only drawing a few more cards in active flow states. Well, it's more cards in active flow states and also trades for removal. So while this may look like Loki is like right now a little over a 2-for-1, it's over a 3-for-1 right now. Because most of these Lokis have like drawn 2 cards and then died, or still been in play when you won the game. You know, if they are playing Moon Mist, maybe I shouldn't have Airbend. I guess it doesn't matter because they cast it, they just flip it. But my Aang is pretty good against their Moon Mists. Could have been more work, but tracked mana spent to draw cards too. I mean, it's a little weird too, though, right? Because like your other cards are just like the cards you're playing. It'd be hard to quantify and too much and too annoying. From today's experience, does Loki feel comparable to Riddler? Yeah, it's pretty comparable. They're both 2 mana creatures that draw a lot of cards. Our opponent is 2-2? You know what? They have a better record with Moon Mist than I did. Or whatever they're doing. Yes, if you airbend Bruce Banner, you can cast the other side. That was a big part of our builds, and it wasn't very good. Staticaster is actually the goat against Boros. I feel like the 1 damage cards are just not that good against Boros. They're not that bad either. Just like every card you can play against Boros, it's just like not good against every card in their deck. My opponent's been in the tank for like 2 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 cards in their hand. They've been playing relatively fast up until this point. Do you think is it Wizards should play Staticaster? I would say probably no. I do love the card. It's pretty good against Bruce Banner. Oh, they're playing Is It Staticaster because it pings Hulk. Cool. Okay, so they're playing their own Aang. They target my Aang instead of targeting the Wasp. I feel like Wasp was better target. Then they attack for 1. So let's say no, no. I draw another Wasp, which is really nice. So let's go cast my Airbent Aang on my Stone Rain ETB creature, and then I think I'll just blow up probably tap out of the or vial out of the Wasp. But do it on their turn so that I get to draw a card. How did they untap Staticaster? Well, the Staticaster is currently Wondrous Wasp. So I guess I don't know what you mean by untap, but they could have freed it to kill my Loki. Why is every creature legendary? Yeah, I'm pretty against it too. All right, every card is a new wondrous surprise, a new journey. Could literally be anything on any turn. This match feels like those meme videos they made about casting SpongeBob's and Gandalf's if universe takes me on. I guess I never really thought those were that funny. I don't know. But it is, there is an Aang and a Bruce Banner and a Loki. Mario recently asked if name characters would, if players would be in favor of name characters not being legendary. I will vote for anything that gets us a set that is not like 70% legendary creatures. I know we just had Strixhaven, but I'm so tired of all of these sets. Like I don't know how, I guess they're getting tired of it too, but I don't know how they could keep doing this. It's too much. Oh yeah, then Staticaster flips to Johnny, and then there's also a red card for a Johnny. It's they're cooking. I don't know why my opponent, if they have something here, they're reading Flagstones. Sorry, I should have tapped differently because I think I'm just gonna Phantom on my turn to draw a card and then ramp. Maybe we should have got Fountain. Oh no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ha ha ha. 8, 9. I like that Aang is a board clearing card, or clears up board stalls. It's an interesting way for them to keep making creatures super pushed. An interesting drawback for constructed. I guess a little bit. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty over it though. Okay, I think I'll play 2 Wraths. Does seem pretty good against them, maybe. Although Wrath also cleans up my own stuff. It's probably fine. I think we'll be able to win. It's bad for any format that isn't Commander. I've heard some people give this feedback, and I don't know if this is the prevailing opinion, but I've heard some people give the feedback that so many legendary creatures is also not very fun for Commander because there's way too much to sift through. There's too much to keep up with. They're all really wordy, and it just makes you like less interested. Well, I'm definitely going to keep this. Might be pitching the Solitude too, or Wrath of Solitude. If legendary was a flavor only thing, it'd be fine. It'd be weird. It's just weird that it has an impact on gameplay. Yeah, at this point, it's weird that legendary has such an impact on gameplay. Like, it's weird that it's not just like a type for Mox Amber or something. I don't think you could like ever get rid of the legend rule without like rebanning like Moxin and like Ragavan and stuff, but it doesn't really feel like it has this big a gameplay effect anymore. All right, every turn, a wondrous surprise from our opponent. Let me, I think, cast Loch Mare this turn. Cat, 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 cat. Warrior. Of course. So they are going to sack the Johnny to kill my Loch Mare here. Oh, you know what? I should have played Fountain. Shoot. Like I said, I'm gonna Skyclave the bombardment, so when I vial in the Loki, they don't just bombardment it before I even get a trigger. They got 4 cards in their hand still. They play a tapped Overgrown Tomb. Is Loki better than Ketchervos? I think the answer after playing Loki now 21 times is yes. Am I getting Staticaster? It's worse against Is It Staticaster, it seems. I think I may just go to game 3 for time's sake. I did just draw the Wasp. I guess we'll play it out. Why not Lucky before a Spirit draw card? I mentioned this. I know it's not super clear, right? So if I go Violent Loki, then I cast the Skyclave Apparition. While the Skyclave's on the stack, my opponent's going to sack the Birds of Paradise to kill my Loki, and I don't get to draw a card. Yeah, my opponent's strategy with the Cavern is just I'm going to name whatever creatures in my hand, which is pretty interesting. With Spider-Man Moto, was it Open Paths? It was Open Paths, but they just added it to Magic Online, I believe. I've liked the Wasp so far. I mean, this is only our 3rd match with it, but I think she's looked pretty good. She kind of, isn't Staticaster walked, so Wondrous Wasp could fly. Although, yes, this has flying and this has haste. They tutor another copy of a Johnny. They didn't even make it uncounterable. I'll probably should upkeep this actually. Are they replacing everything? I believe that they just both exist. In a better world, Wasp is a wizard. Not everything could be a wizard, guys. Okay, Diabolic, flip, Intense, Flip a Johnny is pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to go to game 3 on the play. Cast plus Vial because normal cast. I know I have this audience and I love you guys so much. And I know that we have these really meaningful, deep conversations about Magic, and we make sure we're really intentional on our language. And I'm glad to have cultivated this environment. When I violate Loki, the cast count goes up, and we don't need to get hung up on this, and I'm not going to change it. Is Intent maybe a card for iTwitch deck? I've played a good bit of Intense in decks like iTwitch, and I've never really liked it. But you could maybe play one. Who's got the better Aether Vial deck? Why do I think I'm going to get Thought Seized? Okay, just a second vial. Loki, 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 Loki. think I'll be leaving the vial on 2. Jarena? Okay, they have another 2-drop in their hand. They're saving the violin. Now, Jarena does not protect a lot of the cards that are in their deck. Ooh, I drew Loki. Let's go. Okay. Hey, there's Bruce Banner. So we haven't seen the Moon Mist yet, but they are playing Aang, so they like must have Bruce Banner, right? It's a good draw. We've seen multiple Staticasters. We've seen one Staticaster in games 1 and 2. I kind of doubt they have more than the one copy, but yeah, who knows? It's funny to look at my opponent's mana base right now and be like, we have seen, is it Staticaster? It's real. The Staticaster is real. Why won't you believe me? We've also seen that they're only playing the one basic. I guess I should have waited on the Relic. I'm going to get the trigger, though, off the Vile Wasp, but it was better to wait. Because I'll just get the first trigger on my turn with the Phantom here. If I Wondrous Wasp Bruce Banner, does it transform? I think it does. Let's say that it does. Everyone's having issues with Moto. I go to collection and the program crashes. I was having some issues with it earlier. Wondrous Wasp, I need you on Incredible Hulk duty. No, Hulk, you're not you when you're angry. Stop. Oh, they give Hexproof and Indestructible. Wait, why is it still tapped? Tap up to one target creature. Oh, it's not a human. It's not a human anymore. It's a dude. This is a Gamma Berserker hero. Okay, Sephiroth has entered the battlefield. They go to their second main phase. Okay, so I'm gonna kill my Loki. They're probably kill Wasp, right? Although, like, the Hulk's pretty bad against the Loch Mare. Down to 14. Sorry I led y'all astray with Moon Mist Hulk. I do. Just not good. It's just not good. Of the things that it is and it isn't. Good is just not one of the things that it is. Ooh, Miss Sephiroth. I take it all back. Alright, they violate another 3-drop. They're gonna name God. They name God on Plague Engineer. Let's leave this on 2. Why can't every modern game be like this? It's just so good. They flip banner? I mean, Moon Mist. Just a Hulk and a basic forest that's funny board state. Average game of Magic in 2026. They cast a Moon Mist like a million turns ago. Oh, no, Magic Online's crashing again. We have to finish this game. Yeah, people have mentioned Idyllic Grange. I think Grange is interesting. Doesn't have to be in this exact shell, but Cauldron is usually a card you're playing in Grange shells, but Cauldron also triggers Loki, so I don't know exactly what that would look like. I mean, I guess you could do blue white Leo combo with Loki. I'll add it to the list. Be good here. I put it also lost connection. Seems like we're having some. They've rejoined. Seems like we are having some Magic Online issues. All this filing makes me want to figure out my Noble Hierarchs and figure out the band, flip my T'Challa and She-Hulk with Aang deck. Yeah, I don't know about She-Hulk so much, but I do think T'Challa plus Aang could be like, you could go just that direction. That might be fine. It depends on how good T'Challa is by himself, and maybe he's gonna be better if your deck's not full of Moon Mist, and I mean, at least better when your deck's not full of puny banners. Okay, they play another or Bruce banner. I think I'm gonna try to Stone Rain them. Wondrous Wasp is like downright mean. The Birds of Paradise. I'm just gonna take this up to 58 because about to tap the Relic. Too many people coming to play Marvel, huh? Loki is very good. And it's cool that Loki is good in a deck like this and is also good in like a more traditional control deck like we played earlier. Go with the Solitude we can. Oh my gosh, okay. So we went, I think with the Magic Online crashes, and we're also like about an even 6 hours, it's probably going to be a good stopping point for me today. Maybe we'll come back and finish this league in the mornings. Although tomorrow I want to play Zemo, and I think I'm gonna build a Namor deck, add a Namor deck since the okay. Good morning, everybody. We're 2-1 in the league with this deck. We ended up stopping like at the 6-hour mark yesterday because Magic Online was crashing a lot, and also I need some lunch and stuff. So I wanted to continue though. This deck is really, really sick. I want to at least finish the league. The idea is, sorry, so I guess I'll say that this is a continuation of the Aether Vial blue-white deck that we've been working on. I swear, we played this deck. This is the 3rd time we played this deck. No one knows it's good. Every time we probably played before this 4 leagues, and we 4-1 or 3-2 every single time. And this like combination of Aether Vial, Loch Mare, White Orchid Phantom, Skyclave Apparition, Aang has felt like an awesome shell. In the past, we've played Guide Pride Ranger Captain. Those cards are pretty good. I'm really, really excited about this deck because not only does this build feel better, we're not playing Guide Pride, which is awesome. It's awesome that it feels better than not playing Guide Pride. So instead of Guide Pride Ranger Captain, we're playing Wondrous Wasp Loki, Relic of Progenitus. Um, I'll say this. And oh, it looks like maybe we're gonna be done keeping track of the Loki cards for now. Although that was a pretty fun bit yesterday. Why is Loch Mare good? It is genuinely a good value card. The text on the card, it is a creature that gets big, draws cards, and locks down opponent's creatures. It's especially good with Aether Vial, where you have the mana investment. You get a lot of mana generation from Aether Vial, and you could, in that mana you're banking with Vial, you could use to activate with Loch Mare. Loch Mare also triggers Loki if you are doing the tap mode, which is really nice. And Loch Mare has been consistently just a good card, and I swear people just don't know about Loch Mare. And it's been good, and it's been good over like 30-40 matches now. Did you see we won our union vote on Tuesday? Reading to Mosey. I did see that. It's very exciting for you guys. I'm very happy for y'all. Okay, and so I'll say this: Loki has also been bananas good. We played it in a control deck 2 days ago. Was that 2 days? No, sorry. We played in control deck yesterday morning. It was very good in that deck. We lost. We played we 4-1 the league. Deck looked great. I would play that or this if I was going to play a challenge tomorrow, but I'm going to Vegas today, and I'm coming back Monday afternoon and won't be streaming again until Tuesday. But the Loki has been so good. Loki was triggers whenever a permanent player becomes a target of an ability you control. So in this deck, Relic, Progenitus, Wondrous Wasp, Solitude, Loch Mare, White Orchid Phantom, Aang, Skyclave all trigger it. In the control build, we're also playing Field of Ruin, Bauble. Those cards are really good. You could be like mono blue artifacts with Mox Amber. There is a lot of plays to play Loki. Loki is very, very good. And Loki plays so well with the Aether Vial plan because you just draw so many cards. You just get to use the extra mana generation. So, Giver of Runes Loki is actually really cool. That's one that wasn't on my radar. I haven't really thought much about Giver of Runes lately. You could maybe play Giver of Runes over Relic of Progenitus, but main deck relics are also pretty good right now. Nath with the 42 and Zabat with the Twitch Prime. And Gorilla with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate y'all. How's Wasp? Yeah, so yeah, Wasp has been really good. Wasp is definitely very good in this shell. She plays so well with Aether Vial and Loki. But she it feels like you're just getting a removal spell on it a lot of the time. Against Psychic Frog, against the Bornoculus, against Guide of Souls, against Oslo Pride, against the Johnny, against Slickshot Show Off, against Orcish Bowmaster. It locked out all of these creatures, and I was pretty excited about that. Yeah, Guide of Souls triggers Loki too. Could play with Guide. I at the moment I'm thinking Loki is going to be a very, very, very good modern card. It has looked so impressive. We were averaging over 2 cards drawn with it, a Loki after 16 casts, and that's more than a 3-for-1 on average. Good Mark Tyler. I've been twice actually. I agree it's a good time. Sword of Borderline. Let's keep this. And Nath the 42. Thank you. Welcome back. Seems we need a Loch Mare. It's been good. I guess so. I mean, it's just been good over so many leagues now. I don't know what I could do. I genuinely think people just they think that you could not succeed with a deck like this, but we've succeeded every single time we played a deck like this. We've had a winning record. I think we'll just have to play it at a challenge at some point. Is Static Prison dead? Boros plays it sometimes. It's not super duper common. Yeah, you could also do a portable hole over Prismatic Ending in the blue-white control build. I think that could be kind of interesting. Not sure. Lap with the 17. Thank you. Welcome back. My opponent. They did end up keeping 6. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about Wrath the Skies. I agree. Marauding Mako. So nice to have a Relic of Progenitus against the Marauding Mako. I do want to. I think I just need to get Loki going. I didn't see LaMelo Balls on the Wolves. That's actually that feels like an amazing fit. Collapse Storm Inc. Sorry, with the 17 months. Thank you. Okay, so they're playing Kid Loki and Hollow One. This is a card that was not super on my radar going into Marvel. So it says whenever a creature you control, whenever so each creature you control that has one or more counters put on this turn has hexproof, and whenever you draw your second card a turn, you put a counter on Kid Loki. Does seem very good with the street race and the lootings and all this. I think a good fit. Do we think that they have some kind of protection here? I wonder. I think I'd like to play Aether Vial and Wondrous Wasp this turn. It's going to be very hard for them to draw 2 cards at instant speed, so I think I'm just going to Wasp main phase. They traded Nas. Wait, they got Nas read from Mellow? I feel like that's a pretty good deal for... I mean, the thing is Mellow has like so many like off-the-court issues. Okay, so interesting. Do you have double Street Wraith? Oh! It just gets hexproof now. Oh, but what if I go... What if I Solitude the Kid Loki, then they'll lose this hexproof. Okay. And so the Mako is locked in at being a 2/2 here. Kid Loki has already drawn me 2 cards. Or sorry, big boy Loki has already drawn me 2 cards. Spike, this is Vivi likely. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's right. I'm glad people are playing Vivi Cauldron. That's a deck that I think is very good. I would love to... Is this... Maybe this Goldfish list is the thing here? So they... you know, I've maybe been a little... They're playing main deck Heat? How do you have room for Heat? Only 3 Winter Night? That feels like a mistake. Although I guess the Riddlers... I feel like I almost always play the 4th Winter Night over the first Riddler, but maybe I'm just wrong for that. I love that they're working on it, though. I think this archetype is very, very good. Second Ballista? I don't think I'd play second Ballista, unless you're really worried about Bowmaster. So they're playing Kid Loki over Gran. They're not playing Fate Stitcher. Maybe that's a fine direction to go. Gran's pretty good at that deck, though. There's so many good options for the archetype. I love that people are playing it. It's really exciting. And that definitely seems like what we're up against. So does this gain? So this loses all abilities as long as it remains on the battlefield. But then does it gain the Ballista ability afterwards? It looks like it does have this ability. So they kill my Loki. Then they kill my Wasp. They only have 1 card in their hand. Okay, I like drawing the land here so I can save the Skyclave and I can just Witch Enchant the Cauldron. Just tap this down. So they have 2 cards in their hand now. So far, what's been my favorite deck and what's been the most powerful? This has probably been my favorite, although I love that Ruby deck. The most powerful is probably the Control version of Loki. That deck looked really good. This version could be really good. As Amy Fan, you have thoughts on Giannis joining forces with the best score at modern NBA? I don't know. I'm not the biggest Giannis fan. So someone mentioned Giannis to me yesterday, and I was criticizing him for taking these gambling sponsorships, and I think that that's like really unethical for his position and all this. And then someone's like, "That's just the game these days. How could you hate on that?" And I had like a come back in the shower moment, but it's like, of course I can hate on this. I don't take gambling sponsorships. I reject so many gambling sponsorships. It's like I'm like punching the wall. Like, damn it! Why didn't I say that in the moment? Would have been awesome. This is the hardcast Riddler next turn is so scary. I think I'm gonna shock. Plan to Vial on the Skyclave this next turn, and if they go hasty Quantum Riddler, I can tap it down with Loch Mare. Blue Rogue with the 3 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Appreciate you. They don't haste the Sphere of Missing Out. So the Kid Loki is going to have Hexproof. They discard a Cauldron. That's kind of wild. So I think I'm going to try to tap down the Marauding Mako. If I let this trigger happen, it gains hexproof. And they cycle another Mako in response to give it hexproof. Wow, Kid Loki's great. Then they get to put 3 counters. And I guess I don't have good blocks either. I have to double jump. Well, I guess I don't have to double jump. I could go to 1. I think going to 1's probably a little bit better. I don't think they play Bolt. So kind of free to pop the Relic. Okay, so let's go Phantom the Arena of Glory. I think we should Skyclave the Loki. And then maybe the thing is, I mean, this is so beefy, but can I attack for 4? I might need to like try to race here. I think I have an attack. They're not gonna be able to haste the Riddler anymore. And I can Wasp the Shark. Tap it down. Maybe I could. So if I tap down, so if they go attack with the Shark, I tap down the Riddler end of turn. They're dead to any removal spell. No, because they get a second blocker. So I jump with this. If I jump with this, jump with the Skyclave. I guess they're probably attacking with both. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap down the Shark. The fact that it taps 2 is pretty good. I think we're gonna have to do this double block. What about Ketchabos and shit like this? You can play Ketchabos. One thing is like Loki seems for the most part like a lot better than Ketchabos. I can't cast that. Gonna play it out, but I'm not feeling too good. Yes, I saw the 5-0 list. They have a Winter Night Stories. Okay, let's move on, I think. Down a game. So we're down a game against Vivi Cauldron. Their deck is really weak to High Noon. I think we're gonna want the 3rd Skyclave. We're gonna go down a Wan. Any updates on Loki trigger? So yeah, still only triggers on abilities, but maybe tomorrow. Seems like Wrath is good. I mean, look at our deck too. Like for the most part, Wrath is like you want to get like Boros and Affinity, but like they're playing Quantum Riddler. Like they have a lot of 2s. Like I think we're gonna kill too much of our own stuff. Do you think Loki's better than Ketchamos? I think at this point it's clear Loki is better than Ketchamos. Loki is a whole less mana. Loki's in a better color. Loki does not lose you life. Loki triggers on I think better stuff than Ketchamos does. Like this is maybe kind of unobvious, but Loki triggering off of Mishra's Bauble, Field of Ruin, White Orchid Phantom, Skyclave Apparition, Wondrous Wasp, Loch Mare, Teferi Time Raveler. Like I think that these are better than just like the graveyard exiling, like the exiling stuff. Yeah, we got a High Noon, gotta keep. I feel like that's pretty clear. Loki is being blue, like lets you play counter magic, which is better with the card draw. I can't really stress how good the like lack of life loss is. Now it's nice that they are kind of redundant, but like you could play both together, of course. It doesn't seem that important to though. Kid Loki seems really good. I can't believe I just like totally underestimated it like this. think we'll go Phantom and Wasp here. What do you mean lack of life loss? When you trigger Ketcheros, you lose a life. So, and you don't do that with Kid Loki. But it's not indestructible. Ketcheros, you have to play. And Ketcheros is you don't play white is difficult to handle. And Ketcheros is you don't play white. Okay. Don't know what that means, but Ketcheros does have some advantages. At the moment, again, I gotta say, I think it's clear Loki is better than Ketcheros. Over. Yeah, fetching for Delirium would have been pretty big for them. I feel like they're gonna blow me out here. Maybe not. Yikes, dude. Okay, well, I'm glad VV Cauldron's looking good. Can't believe how bad this High Noon has been. It's usually so good against their deck. So I'm going to Aang the Loki. And then I can block the FOMO and okay, that worked. Just cast Vivi this turn? Okay. So I don't have an attack with the Aang. I think I'm going to upkeep tap the FOMO because of the Winter Night stories in the yard. I don't want them to get to tap it for the discounted cost here. Although I guess that doesn't matter because they could only cast one spell a turn. Kid Loki seems like it gives the deck more of a beatdown plan than Grand Citrus. I agree. I think I'm sold on Kid Loki. Unfortunately, replacing my dear sweet grandma, and then also being able to cut Fate Stitcher opens up the deck more to play removal, more FOMOs. We played a lot of cools. There's also Fractal Identity. Or is that the name of the card? The 1 mana, put an XX token, where X the number of cards you've drawn. That card tested really well, and it feels like it fits the Kid Loki game plan. So, I'm definitely interested. I think in trying a build like that out. So maybe I tap down the VV. I kind of think the tap down next turn is going to be a bit more valuable. Okay, like drawing that. So if I shock, I have the Ephemerate up plus the Loch Mare activation, which I think I need to do. So let's get in for 2. I think I just want to get in for more damage. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a stun counter on this, get in for 4. Do you have any way to pop the High Noon? Unfortunately not. Aang is pretty good with this High Noon, though, with the Ephemerate, if I rebound especially. Might be winning this game anyways. So it seems like what I want to do is Airbend VV. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 8 mana, right? So yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to effectively airbend this turn. So I think I just want to, or sorry, waterbend. So I think I just want to airbend instead. All right, I've already cast a spell, and okay, so I can waterbend end of turn. Lethal High Noon. Yeah, I don't have any red. Should be okay. If they haste a Quantum Riddler, I can block, crack a fetch, and then waterbend Aang to flip it. Aang is so good. Aang is another card like Loch Mare that just gets no credits. I credit. I feel like I win a lot of games like this, and still I feel like there's no hype, there's no buzz for these cards. So we're going to game 3. Oh, yeah, going to game 3. I'm gonna cut the last one. I don't think it's very good here. Could play a force. Let's play one. Maybe a little low on creatures. I think it's okay. Well, we got High Noon plus Aang. Or Demulligan. Love to top deck Aether Vial. Is Teferi to reset one of the big creatures worth it? I think Teferi is pretty bad against them. I'm very hyped for VV Cauldron. I'm you know, it's always kind of nice to miss a card like Kid Loki. It's always nice when there's more new tools. How's Wasp? I've liked Wasp a lot. I think the card is quite strong. Pretty high chance I Solitude pitch Aang this turn. If Aang's so good, why'd you pitch it to Solitude? I don't have an answer for you. All right, let's see what I'm surveilling into. Another, I guess we're gonna graveyard this Wasp. The Aang is so good. The Aang is so good. With High Noon, but I think I just have to pad my life total here a bit. How do I feel now that you're essentially playing Blue White Death and Texas Hate Bears in 26 Modern? Sorry if Asky's looking that good. Loki has been insane. Loki has been insanely good. Like it has felt a lot like how Riddler felt the first time we were playing it. It has drawn so many cards so consistently, taken over so many games. I have been really impressed with it. I have liked this version a lot. I have liked the other version we played. I'm a believer. Wasp, I think Wasp has also looked good. I've liked this. I think this is going to be a strong turn here. They have a dispute. Okay. I don't know. I think Loki is good, but more as an extended for card draw on deck that the main deck draw. The English is a little too broken for me to understand. Watch this. Ah! I drew a card. I drew an Aang. That's a pretty good card. I think I'm probably going to prioritize less damage here than more selection with the Surveil. They graveyard a Cauldron. Makes sense with the High Noon out there, I guess. And the VV's already in play. When is the fish tank reveal? I don't know. I'm going to Vegas today. Getting back Monday afternoon. Next stream on Tuesday, by the way. The Shuko's just a mistake. Just don't play Shuko, play Relic. So I guess at risk of getting Mystical disputed, I'm going to hold up the Aang here. I'm going to SCG Vegas. Is Evo also happening this weekend in Vegas? I'm going to play in a team sealed event. I played a practice team sealed thing last night with some friends, and my team went 3-0. I had two Earth's Mightiest Heroes, a World War Hulk and a Doctor Doom, and Earth's Mightiest Heroes with teamwork a bunch. It was pretty fun. So let's let this resolve. Then let's let the profs trigger happen. And that's definitely what I wanted them to target so that I can block the VV. How do I like the limited format? I've had fun. Like I haven't been playing like much paper or much limited lately, so I feel like I had some adjusting to do. Now we could actually double block, right? Wait, this is 5 toughness, okay. Just block here. So not the most powerful turn here. Can't play the Loch Mare this turn either. Yeah, dude, again, I don't have a red source in the deck. Loki has drawn me like 6 cards or something like that. 5 maybe. They warp Riddler? Wait, why would you ever warp Riddler here? Oh no, sorry, they VV'd with 4. Okay, sorry. I'm not seeing like the VV activation go on the stack. I swear it used to go on the stack. Love to find some Solitudes. Still none of those, I guess. It's a mana ability. I guess I just did it never go on the stack? Am I just misremembering? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just thinking of like all the times we've had like a Cauldron VV and like that's like. So I guess we let them attack, and if they attack with the, I mean, it's only a 5/5 on the flip, so it doesn't even eat a Riddler. So I guess it is better to Loch Mare tap down. Where are my Solitudes? I have 1 in the graveyard. 3 is in the deck still. Do I chump block with Aang? Oh, they cast the Airbend Riddler. I see. Of course. They don't attack. Well, okay, that's great. Let's draw another card off the Loch Mare. Another Loki. Okay, another Loch Mare is good. Could I... Ooh, Wondrous Wasp was also really good. So we get to cast Loch Mare on this turn. Wasp on their turn. So I could maybe go... I mean, this is a 3/6. So I guess I'm not going to have good attacks this turn no matter what. So we'll just pass. High Noon plays so well in this deck with like your ability to just play like have so many activated abilities, 1 spell on your turn, 1 spell on your opponent's turn a lot. And obviously like two cards a turn cycle. Okay, so they can FOMO. Peel 2 counters, draw a card from Loki. My short, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 short, dang it. Well, maybe I could just flip and attack anyways on my turn. That might be lethal. Would you splash red for High Noon? Only if you have Prismatic Ending. I don't think it matters that much. I think you lose more with your mana being a little worse, and you take more damage than you get from sometimes being able to activate High Noon. So if I flip the Aang, this has Trample, so they'll block a Loch Mare, and then they're going to take 4, 7, 10, 13. They're super dead. Well, I guess they could have something. So maybe they have Unholy Heat, and the Unholy Heat does not beat the Relic Pop. Is there a mono blue Cauldron Ballista deck updated for Loki on your box field? Sounds like a fun brew. Not yet. I do agree Cauldron working good with Loki makes sense. Like I think we could do something like that. Don't have it yet. This is still only day 3. I think a modern version of the standard High Noon deck is viable. Plays a lot like this with Aang's Avid Interrupters, Voice of Victory, High Noon. I don't know if you want to go so far in, but honestly, you could main deck High Noon. Is Loki trigger just committing a crime? So crimes are spells. Loki's just abilities. Perhaps you could play some member of Arcana Maria. It could, yeah. Don't know what my opponent's doing. A very, very fun match to win against a deck that looks very powerful. High Noon definitely very good against them. Okay, they just concede. Okay. All right, so let's get a. I knew, but it was the relic was already tapped last turn, so I couldn't. Didn't have enough. Not an amazing hand. I like that I have the Witch Enchanter for the Solitude. Maybe if this was like a basic Plains, I'd mulligan. Providence, Blackleaf Cliffs. Oh, this is probably um this is probably Cosmogoyf, right? Yeah. Uh Definitely not as bad against them as you usually are. What did they name? They named Thud. Thud is like a bit scary when you don't have Force of Negation in your hand. This Cosmogoyf deck has been so popular. Cool. I wonder how many Providences they're playing, but I feel like it's actually pretty nice. Good find. Love to see all the brewing here. So they're gonna play the Plunge, and because of if they didn't have Providence, I could like Solitude to survive, like Solitude my own Solitude. Oh, I guess I don't have enough white cards. If I had one more white card, we could survive because they only paid 18. Yeah, I agree. It's a good High Noon matchup for sure. So High Noon's in, Skyclave's in. Chalice for Thud seems like it could be okay. Seems kind of hard to lose. The forces should be good. Wondrous Wasp is... It turns the Cosmic Waves teeny tiny, so that's nice. Aang seems fine. What's bad? I guess the wands don't look good. And the relics, we could maybe cut the relics. Yeah, it seems fine. I think the Lokis will still be good enough. And then also relics a little worse when we have Chalice. Form of the Good, 52 months, always a believer. Hell yeah. I think we have a very good chance to win this one. Yeah, we'll definitely keep answer to Thud, answer to Cosmic Wave plus Vial. I boarded up my wands, but not my phantom, so I guess I'll play Plains turn 1. Although I probably would play Loch Mare. But maybe not if I don't draw another blue card. Cutting Rally versus the Goyf deck. Yeah. It's pretty bad against their Goyf. What am I choosing when I Vial? I guess I'm a little confused. What am I choosing when I Vial? I'm gonna put the best creature in my hand. Kind of like how when I'm tapping my lands, I just cast the best spell available. They powder a Goyf Thud? I guess so. That is it looks like they only had one land. They had 2 spoils. Okay, what did they named Gemstone Mine. I swear they used to always kill themselves with spoils. They're getting better or more lucky. Okay, so they play it's just a 17-18. No big deal. I'm just too used to Vial being a merfolk. Yeah, I guess I just don't understand the question though. I mean, Vial is it's like a mana dork, you know. Aether Vial is a mana dork, and what do you do with it? You make mana. It's not really complicated. We're running into this Cosmic Wave a lot more than I expect. I mean, it's a new shakeup. Cosmic Wave deck is also, I think the deck's pretty good, and it's very fun, and it's fast too. Lot to like about it. Was wondering if this is my favorite art, if you picked one at random. With the Daybreak, I built so many decks on the Daybreak account, I just used the default arts. Oh wait, you thought that with Aether Vial you named a creature type. Honestly, maybe that would have been better for it. That would be kind of a fun design. Logan with the 31 months. Thank you. Welcome back. They have two Cosmic Waves. Your mom lets you have 2 Cosmic Waves. You have a Thud. So let's get the horse down there. Tick up, tick up. Okay, so I kind of like this. Let's go Aang. Violent Aang on the Cosmic Wave. And then I can go in their upkeep. I guess Draw Step's probably a bit better. Draw Step, Violin, the Phantom to tap down their land. Oh, although I do see a Swamp in Exile. They may not have another land. This only has 1 counter, so we'll target the Marsh. Yeah, Wasp should shrink the Goyf. Aang Skyclave recast it. I kind of like this. I'm just gonna kill them. I can tap down the Goif with the Loch Mare if they replay it, and then they're just dead if they replay it this turn. Could you Aang and Fling Soul too? That's I could, but I just have Hardcast Force up. They do top deck a land. So is Loki worth the hype? It was insanely good yesterday. It's been insanely good so far today. I am a huge believer in it. I am hyping it. Hype, hype, hype. I think not only has it been good in regular control, it's good in this deck. It's going to be good in like affinity style shells. It's like it goes in so many builds too. Maybe actually could I have? I think I could have just had lethal with Aang here, but maybe not. It's okay. They should be dead next turn. Maybe we'll Wand over Phantom just because it's blue. You can take another look at the blue card count, although they only play one basic, so I probably want the Phantoms. They get a Cosmic Wave. Maybe did they not realize they have a Cosmic Wave they can cast from exile with the airbending? Does it really matter if we pitch or not? They have some Pact of Negation? That would be crazy. No way, dude! Fuck! Going to exactly 0. I swear this Cosmic Wave deck, huh? Okay, well, 3-2 this league. I feel like this is a very, very fun archetype. I'd be happy to keep working on it. Dang, that was a tough way to lose. I just want to finish up the league from yesterday, though, so we can get the full video up on YouTube. Want to, to be very thorough, because I'm unfortunately not going to be able to stream tomorrow. Not going to be able to stream Monday. Going to SCG Vegas for the Team Sealed event. Okay, I've been saving this for today. I'm very excited for this next one.